piece of piss, but then you've got a Liverpool and they just fucking pull it out the bag and get a result out of us.
Yeah. We've been live 30 seconds anyway. You all right?
How's it going? that was a sort of turning on its head where the guest is the one talking to me and you just sat here. I like that. I was a little bit worried what you were going to say if you didn't realise we were live, but you were all right.
No, I didn't say anything.
Could have gone west, that. Anyway, yeah, Jim from the Slow Readers is here.
Hey.
You're right. Thank you.
New album out?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, out. It's been out for a week now, so it's going well. It's looking all right. We find out where we are in the charts later today, so we're hoping for top 40, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, is it as good as Joy of the Return?
Honestly, I think it's better.
Reckon?
Yeah, I do. There's some. I just. But all bands will say that, won't they? They like the latest stuff, and then you think, oh, you're lying. But there's some top tunes on Joy of the Return.
91 Days in Isolation was not as good as Joy of the Return.
Is it not?
No.
That's because it took us 91 days to write that.
Fair.
You know what I mean? We tried to get something out there in lockdown when we couldn't tour. We weren't earning any dough, so it's just like let's stick an album out there and just try and tick us over.
Joy of the Return, honestly, is fucking one of the best albums ever. It's like it's got so many different sounds in there and so many top tunes in there. Like it just when we put it out the Friday before COVID.
Literally, I think I think what happened was we found out where we were in the charts, and I'm sure
that was top 10.
The following Monday the country got locked down or something like that. It was within a few days.
You should have been selling gaffs out galore on the back of that.
Yeah, no, we were, and then it just went tits up, didn't it? And no one was allowed to go anywhere.
If you've not listened to it, go stream the fuck out of it. Joy of the Return, Slow Readers.
Listen to my latest one and let me know what you think of that.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to yet.
Yeah,
I downloaded it for going away at weekend and then didn't listen to it because I was a drunk and hungover mess. That's
fine. You had the perfect excuse, didn't you? Give it a go.
So yeah, listen to that. We'll throw a link to both of those in the description. But what I would say is listen to Joy of the Return first, get them their extra streams, and then go and listen to that one once you've got soaked in it.
He's not just saying that either. I've not told him to say that, by the way, if anyone's thinking that.
Well, you wouldn't have told me to say I didn't.
No.
He can't in isolation, would you?
No, you did. To be fair, you did say one of them was shit. So it does give you credibility, though. It gives you credibility. It just shows that he's not lying.
Joy of Return.
He speaks the truth.
Fucking top. I personally put it on a same sort of a level as Stone Roses and Be Here Now.
I'll take that.
That's it.
It's big that. There's people out there going bollocks.
And there you go. It ties in with a question we've had already in the super chat from Me Road Trip. That's the word. That's how it's spelled, not me saying it like that. What's the best album by a Manx singer or band ever?
Oh, man.
It's not in people, is it?
It's up there, though, isn't it?
And
patience.
Yeah. Say that and party.
Hang on. We're not having take that as Man Utd.
No, we're not. We're not for starters.
Yeah, but I see when I get asked about Manx stuff, because we get asked this a lot, I always throw the Bee Gees curveball in there.
Oh, Charlton's finest.
In theory, but it's like I know it's a bit of a shit answer.
Sounds like that though.
No. Yeah. No one from anywhere sounds like that. To be fair, they're like unique, aren't they? They're like the Furies. Only they've got that accent.
That's a good point, Will.
Do you know what I mean? It's like no one else talks like that, no matter where you go in the world. Yeah. No, they don't though, do they? Like,
who's a better night out, the Bee Gees or the Furies? Gibbs or Furies? Where you going?
Didn't they like a bit of the old Bolivian marching powder, the Bee Gees?
Musicians in the 70s?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think. Don't know, but the Furies though, no one's messing with you, are they? But
Bee Gees back in the day though.
Yeah. You're probably not getting in anywhere with the Furies.
You're getting in everywhere with the Bee Gees.
Yeah. Like, there's no way to see you rocking up the Furies.
Who's got the best turkey teeth? That's a question, isn't it?
Yeah, Barry Gibb, by far.
Yeah.
He's probably got the best teeth on, in the world, hasn't he? He's had them forever, though, hasn't he?
Turkey teeth before they were popular.
Yeah.
He's the only one left in it, Barry.
Is it?
Yeah. I remember there's a little stint one and that's it. Yeah, he's still going on.
What are we saying then? Surely you're talking
Smith, Stone Roses, aren't you?
Smith, Stone Roses.
Oasis. I think Oasis have to be in there. People think it's like quite fashionable to bag on Oasis because they're a pair of bellends, but the music was solid.
The first, you say the first three, I say the first two albums were.
Being I was class. I'm not having that.
I will give you some
Stand
credit.
By Me, Don't Go Away, all around the world.
Stand By Me was on in the
Even
car the
Beer
other
Now,
day, and I
Faded Out.
remember I thought of him because me and him have had this argument because I don't rate Beer Now, and I was
Beer Now's
thinking,
class.
you know what,
It's very
it is actually tune.
See, I think of that advert now, no. 'Cause it's on, is it Halifax or something like that? It's on an advert now. But that's the problem, though, when they use tunes for adverts, man. They just get in your head and then that's it. Just paints a bad
now
picture.
it means
interest-free
banking.
Yeah.
So would you do that? Would you let someone use your tunes for an advert?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
good.
dead
Do you
right.
know what?
Yeah.
Honest.
Do you know why?
This podcast is the most honest podcast
No,
ever.
you
Got
Moby
Moby built
though,
on a
don't
mansion
you?
on the back of that.
Oh, yeah.
Royalties.
He made a
Yeah.
killing. He made an absolute killing, Moby, on his album. It was in everything, wasn't it? I think it was something like the first album where all the tracks were used, were like used for sync. Fucking boring now. Sync is just like the word they use in it when you use a track for adverts. If everyone don't know that, but yeah, all of his tracks were used on adverts somewhere. He made a fortune.
That what is it called? Flower? Is it Moby Flower? Google that.
Moby Flat. I remember Porcelain was used a lot. I remember that one.
His big one is the one at the end of the Bourne films, isn't it?
Yeah.
Flower by,
one of the
I
big
think
ones.
so.
So Flower is actually the Green Sally up, Green Sally down one.
Is that
no one
that?
even knows it as
right.
that. Yeah.
I knew that was Moby. I didn't know the name of the tune. That's the press up thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he's done alright on that.
So every single one of them has just like he probably sold about 9 albums, and then just shit the bed on Bourne films, adverts.
He was going for a little while, wasn't he, Moby, before that one. It was Play one in that one that went big.
Yeah.
But I remember him being on was it Top of the Pops once years ago, with like doing rave tunes sort of thing, and it was like. This was well before the Play came out.
I don't think he ever did like big live numbers because it's not the sort of you wouldn't go and watch him. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm sure people did, but he made enough off the adverts, man. Well, if certain companies though, you wouldn't do adverts for, would you? You know what I mean?
Lots.
Yeah. So if a company
Depends
come
on
in
the
and say,
size of
can
the
we use your tune for whatever, then you'd have to have a think about it.
Absolutely. Who else use your tunes?
Been on the telly and all. I've not been using adverts, so if anyone's out there who's in that advert game, just fucking give us a bell. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll do you the cheap price.
Instrumental Lunatic would do.
Listen, we've got 6 albums there, and we own a lot of them. So there's no fucking middlemen. Just come straight to us, and we'll do you a deal.
Yeah, I did. Paddock FC documentary's got one of them in.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you charge him a reasonable rate?
Yep, free.
See, that's it. Hey, look, it's early doors, isn't it? If the pioneers using our tunes, you get them for now, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah,
like drugs in it, you give them away at
first. Feet on Fire's a
first.
fucking great tune live as well.
We played that one last night. Yeah,
because that's a fair few albums ago, isn't it?
That was our first album.
Was it on the first album?
Yeah.
So,
album number 1.
See, that is a tune.
We still play it live.
What's your favourite one?
Of all of our tunes, oh man. There's one on the new album called Lay Your Troubles on Me, which I like. But I like a couple of tunes we don't play though, because the other lads aren't into them. So we've got a tune called Through the Shadows and one called All the Idols.
All the Idols is good. All the Idols is one of the. That's a Joy the Return.
That's Joy the Return, yeah.
That is a fucking tune.
But then I like Forever in Your Debt as well. We play that a lot, so I like that one.
Someone needs to do a Glazer montage to that.
Well, there's a big banner, isn't there, in load of pictures where it says Glazers Forever in Your Debt, and I just keep thinking, someone just get in touch with us. You can have the tune. So again, if you're watching it, fucking give us a bell.
We should have had that on our doc.
Yeah.
Where Mr. Tapping there.
Perfect. Lyrically, it's perfect.
It's graceful.
Yeah, it is. All the Idols are good on. The lyrics in All the Idols is a fucking mad one.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck are cattle lowing for? And why am I asked? Who wrote that?
That's Aaron, our singer. He's better with words than I am, as you can tell. But yeah, cattle. I don't even know what cattle lowing means.
The arrows flying bit's pretty fucking cool.
No,
sort of visual in that though.
Cattle lowing, arrows flying. That's Problem Child. That is.
Oh yeah,
that's Problem Child. Jake Paul. If you want to use that tune, that's his name, innit?
There you go.
Get in touch. I'm sure he watches this for your next fight. If that's what you're calling him.
I mean, yeah. That's a good point.
Go on. What was your favourite? What was the question? Album?
Manchester. I'd probably say I'd probably go something by the Smiths. I can't pick, but something by the Smiths.
Stone Roses. Because you can listen to that on any given day, and it sounds like it came out that day, which is madness.
Yeah, it is.
Like so many bangers.
Like made a Stone. How's that not made today?
Yeah,
I really like Second Coming. You know, I know some people.
Is that Sally Cinnamon on that one?
No, Second Coming is Love Spreads.
Yeah.
Begging You.
Yeah, it got a bit more electronic.
Daybreak.
Didn't it?
Loads of guitar layers on that, but some top tunes on it. But people overlook it just because Stone Roses was so good.
Oh god, yeah.
That's why it gets sort of overlooked. But
He used to sit behind me at the game in Brown.
Did it?
yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny because 6 or 7 years he used to sit there, and you used to see him get mithered
Yeah, I bet.
every
Imagine
day.
that.
But he's got the funniest walk in the world. So he's a proper bouncy walker.
Yeah.
So when you're in the concourse, you just see his little mop top just bouncing in
Bouncing up
between
and down.
everywhere, and he's coming like, Ian Brown now. They come over and you're like, all right.
Yeah. I've seen him bumping it in Olsing, and he was proper bowling up and down. Yeah.
And he manks it up to a foot when you speak to him as well. Because
Yeah.
I remember one of the first times I chatted to him, I was like, how long, like, have you always had a season ticket? Like, should it not be in a box or something like that?
Yeah.
Being like this
Yeah.
fucking godlike monkey genius. And he's like, nah, I used to be in the Stretford end and now I'm here. And you're just like...
Manny, have you ever spoken to Manny?
No.
Manny's like as mank as they come.
Yeah.
We've
He's a
spoken to him a
gruff
couple of
voice
times.
though, innit?
He used to do a radio show, and we went on it a few times, like back in the day. But he's proper mank, and I don't even think he manks it up. I just think that's him.
Wakes up
He's
like
got
that.
one setting, and yeah, he wakes up like that and he goes to bed the same.
What's yours?
I don't know. I remember I was asked this a few years ago for that United We Stand thing, and I said the Stone Roses' first album, but because it's just a bit different. I don't know. I do like Oasis' first album. That was one that when that came out, I was only a kid.
Is the
Yeah.
first
That
one better than the
changed-
second? Or
that-
is it hipster
for
to
me?
say the first one?
No, I think for me, because when that first one came out, it sort of, you know, I was a raver, mate. I was into into hip hop and all that, or raving,
Yeah.
and then that came out, and all of a sudden you're listening to that made me listen to other
Yeah.
guitar albums because it was so good. And it's like, how are these just like lads from Manchester?
There's some sick tunes on that never really did anything. I don't even know if they got released as
He did
singles.
top B-sides though, didn't he, back
Oh
in the
my
day?
God.
Remember all the
Nobody does that
B-sides?
anymore.
Fucking
Acquiescent,
Master Plan was a
Master Plan,
B-side.
all that on a B-side.
Yeah, people
that
would
never
kill.
happened now.
That's like most bands'
Yeah.
best ever song ever.
Remember the
Yeah,
sick
yeah.
box thing they used to do when you get them?
Bands would kill for their
Yeah.
B-sides, man, just to have them as on the fucking albums, but and they just literally giving them away as something you get with the
It's
single,
mad that,
whatever the
innit?
single was.
Fucking bananas. Like one of my favourite Oasis songs, Columbia, because it's just got this dirty intro that just seems
Yeah.
to last forever. And
Yeah.
that was that's a Morning Glory one, I think. Isn't it?
And I thought it was
What's the Story's a sick
definitely
album.
maybe, but the first two albums are mint.
No, yeah. So it's
Few
definitely maybe.
little slight rumours they're going to be getting back together as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Better in the action
That's what I've heard, yeah.
because they don't hate each other.
Well, I don't
Or do you
know.
think it's a bit? They are a bit
They
nasty,
hate each
though,
other,
aren't
but they
they?
like money more.
No,
Yeah.
Noel
Yeah,
does anyway,
that's a
doesn't he?
great
Apparently, Liam says Noel's a businessman, doesn't he? I'm just quoting Liam there. I'm not saying I know him, but yeah, I think they'll get back together.
Do you
at some point.
reckon?
Yeah, they'll tour, won't they? Like Stone Roses.
See, that's the thing. Stone Roses hated each other, didn't they?
They'll get back together. They'll fucking nail it for the
Yeah.
tour. Take loads of coin back home
Yeah.
and just fucking go to separate
Remember
ways.
why they hate each other again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I was at the Eaton Park stuff Oasis did. Was it 2009? It was about then.
Maybe.
But Stone Roses one.
No, the Oasis ones.
Oh right, yeah.
So they broke up like 2 days after that Eaton
Yeah.
Park one, which is mint because we literally saw the last sort of hurrah of them. I think they did Nottingham, and then it was meant to do either Nottingham or Birmingham again, and they went nah, and then they fucked it off, didn't they? And Liam did BDI, which was gash, but his solo stuff really good. He is really good actually. We saw him. Where did we see him? Cricket Ground. Yeah, I think it was a cricket ground. I saw.
Oh, well, Old Trafford, yeah.
Mega.
Someone's asked Brian Casey, who's been a member of the Academy for a month, says, "What was the first album you ever bought, and was it on cassette?"
No, mine wasn't cassette. Mine was a CD, and I think it was Fleetwood Mac. It had already been out though. I'm sure it was a Fleetwood Mac album that I bought. I know, no, it had already been out, and I can't remember why I bought it now. I'm sure I fucking broke my mum's or something like that, and then I bought it, but I didn't buy it just to replace my mum's. I'd actually liked it because my mum was listening to it. It was something like that.
Listening to it.
I can't remember now exactly why it was. I might have lost my mum's or something, but CD, I'm sure it was a Fleetwood Mac album. But obviously, it had already been like 15 years old, whatever it fucking was. I don't know.
Mine was a Blur song.
What was it?
But album, are you talking singles now?
A single was a Blur song. Album, I don't know.
Yeah,
was it a cassette?
No, it was a CD.
I used to buy the old. Remember the TDK tapes where you like they come in like loads of colours and you stuck a pen in it to try fast forward it and that. I used to record stuff.
I do remember tapes.
Never bought an album tape, but I used to buy tapes to record stuff and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Album. I haven't got a fucking clue. Album. Realistically, one of the nows probably.
Yeah, they were out loads.
They were out all the time, weren't they?
But yeah, I don't ever really remember.
No, that's what I call music.
I remember my mate getting. We all got grips up in HMV in Market Street because my mate nicked "Use Your Illusion" 2 by the Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
and we got caught. And we were walking out, and he grabbed me, the security, and I was kicking off because I hadn't nicked anything for that day anyway. And but he had, and he caught us, and he took us upstairs, and he was like, "Yeah, you won't be going home tonight, and all this. You're going to be going to the cells." We're about 13.
I'm not, man.
Yeah, and then like, all right, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? Okay. And then at the end he went, right, we've decided we're going to let you go, but you're barred for life. But to be fair, I was 13, that was probably not. I didn't go back in HMV on Market Street till about 2010. Just
really? It put you off?
And then it closed the week after?
Yeah, it closed just before it closed. Because I was
Is it a Lloyd's Bank now?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. No, it's not a Lloyd's, it's somewhere else. It's Barclays, I think, yeah, because Lloyd's is further down.
Yeah.
We have got a message from Joseph Smith from today's sponsor, so check this out.
This show is brought to you by Beer 52. Manchester United have just won the League Cup, and if you ask me, that is cause for celebration. And what better way to celebrate than by getting a free case of beer? All you have to do is go to beer52.com/paddock to get a free case of beer. Simply pay £5.95 postage, and they will send you all of this for free. Now, I've been a Beer 52 member for ages, and every single month I love it because they just send me amazing beers from around the world. And this month is a very special month indeed because we are getting beers from independent breweries from no other than our home Manchester, yeah? All the way from incredible world-renowned breweries like Cloudwater to some small craft beer pioneers like Seven Brothers and Mobley Brew House as well. There's no denying that Manchester is a beer city united by great brews. As you can see here, this is the Cloudwater Fuzzy, a delicious 4.2% pale ale. Just going to get a little bit of this bad boy going into the Stretford Paddock glass there. Can't be that. Oh, the sound of a can of beer opening. There's nothing quite like it. Give that a bad boy go. I'm getting crisp. I'm getting quaffable. I'm getting a smooth, delicious mouthfeel. That's actually gorgeous. And you can have all of this by going to beer52.com/paddock. It's no wonder that Cloudwater is rated as one of the top 10 breweries in the world by Rate Beer. You can also learn about these breweries and Manchester's iconic beer scene with the ever insightful Ferment magazine, produced in collaboration with Manchester's beer magazine Pellicle, as you can see right there. It's a little crossover this month, yeah? They offer all sorts of things, dark beer, light beer. If dark beer isn't your thing, choose the light beer only case. It's customizable. And there's also a couple of delicious snacks every single month to enjoy with your beer as well. And after all of that, if you're not satisfied, if you're not happy, you can just pause or cancel whenever you want. You can't even ask for more than that, can you? So go to beer52.com/paddock to get your free case of beer. That is beer52.com/paddock to get your free case of beer. Now back to the show.
So big thanks to Beer 52 for sponsoring this podcast. There's a link in the chat and in the description, so go and check them out.
Got a free case of them beer over there or not?
Well, see how long they last in this gaff.
Jim, about 2 years ago, I had a suggestion for you. Like, it might have been a bit longer than that ago, actually. That you write a song with 21 in the title. Why haven't you done that yet?
I don't know. I, if I'm honest, I probably forgot. If you want us to do that, we can try. If you're going to stick it out there.
Jim.
What, like 21 seconds to go?
No.
Because we can...
Something good.
Wait a minute.
21 seconds to go.
That sounds genius.
Yeah.
Because they all last for 21 seconds. You know how hard that fucking is to do. Have you ever timed it?
No, I didn't know that.
Mate,
really?
Get your
sat there and went,
out. Listen, get your stopwatch out and time each one of them, and the last 21 seconds.
I didn't know that.
That's hard to fucking do.
That's mint, that.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's genius, that song.
The Charlatans have probably sold fucking tours out on the back of Not 19 Forever.
You mean
The
Cortinas.
Sorry. Yeah.
If the Charlatans have sold, well, fucking hell, they've done well. Haven't they?
Because people like stay buying tickets to go listen to that.
How many videos I've done today? I don't know.
He's coming away fuming, going, he's not fucking playing on 19 forever.
You fucking dicks.
Yeah, I'll buy a ticket to the next tour. Hopefully they'll sing it then.
What, Simply Red won't do Wonderwall? Fucking ginger bastard.
Hey, speaking of mank bands, Simply Red. Got some bangers, Simply Red.
Simply Red? Nah, they have, you know.
Money's too tight to mention.
That's a tune.
Stop changing the subject. When are you writing 21? Because you can make it about anything, can't you?
Right.
You can make it about someone turning 21, right?
When we write in our next tune, I'll have a word in Aaron's ear and say, look, you need to get 21
Is it
in
Red
there.
anyway, innit?
Yeah.
What time was his fucking
He does
shit
the lyrics.
He's probably got about 14 months.
Should they be doing it this season?
I don't reckon you're going to get it done this season. If it looks on, you're going to have to get busy and have some late nighters.
Yeah. We're still touring.
Get that out in time.
Yeah. I'll see what happens
There's
when
your
we finish this tour.
There's your documentaries.
Yeah.
All over it.
21.
21 is here.
In 21 weeks.
Yeah.
Wrote this song
Do you
in 21
reckon?
weeks.
Right.
That'd probably take us too far, won't it? Anyway, yeah. I reckon you got till next April when it needs to start hitting the shelves.
I think it's on then, yeah.
Look, are we going to win 21 eventually? Might as well have your song out there.
Yeah.
Under this manager we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't win.
It's going to happen in the next
honestly,
5 or
I love
6
Ten
years,
Hag, mate,
I would
love it.
assume.
Yeah.
So why don't you just get it banked?
Yeah.
True.
And then it's done. And then you just have to... And what happens is, United win the league and you go, oh shit, that song's going to go off.
Yeah.
Did we go full on, come on you Reds, or just 21 in it? Like make 21 the focus?
The Cortinas are not the Charlatans.
Yeah.
You know, not 19 forever.
Yeah,
come on, you Reds though. That was.
He's on about toast and all sorts.
The status quo one back in the day.
Yeah,
that was a tune.
Number one.
It was, wasn't it?
Number one.
A football song. It's one like not an England one. That's unheard of.
It's not aged well though.
No, it hasn't. I mean, I still...
Well, it ain't, because it's talking about all ex-players, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Michael Parker, Pallister,
Hughes, McClure, Keenan,
Hughes, McClure, Keenan, Cantona,
Robson, Kanchelskis and Giggs.
There you go. Hey, you don't make him like that anymore.
No.
Thank God.
Lyrical genius.
When was the last time a team did an FA Cup final song? Because that was.
Yeah, they don't do them anymore, do they?
It's a shame, innit?
Missing a trick, man.
Didn't we do one in the treble season?
I feel like we did, but I can't remember.
Do you remember Andy Cole's tune?
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Remember it? I gave my copy to Macca. To Macola. When we started doing this, I gave him a gift for his birthday.
Outstanding.
United forever, whatever the weather. You can't write lyrics like that anymore. Trust me. That is the greatest lyric in the history of music, that.
Freddie Mercury was sitting there going, fuck's sake.
Do you know what? I'm giving up. No point in bothering.
Top song.
Yeah. That was quality.
So, everyone in the chat, promise, if Jim and the lads write a song,
I'm gonna write
21 in the title, we will all buy it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what day we're buying it.
Yes.
21.
The last day of this channel.
Yeah.
Because it will be.
Oh, yeah. Jay's promised to get back on the sniff. We're
No, well,
pound
promised anything.
Colombian right on the table
if any
until
of my
the police
watching,
fucking volley that door off and shut us down live on air.
We're not really going to do that, but we may end up making our last ever video and we all just get cancelled and arrested and we lose our collective minds, me and Steve.
If it happened this season, imagine, because people aren't really it's there, innit?
Yeah.
But people are going, we're not.
I mean, but it's like,
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
don't think we're getting a result this weekend.
Well, I think you're wrong.
If you watch the start of this video, you would have seen that I think we won't get a result. I've just
you know
got
what,
a feeling,
though?
man. I've just got a feeling.
Should we play a game?
Oh, is this a quiz?
Sort of, not really. This is the long list, right? Producer Callum sent me this. Jurgen Klopp's most bizarre excuses after Liverpool have lost, right?
I know some of these.
Right, so go on.
The pitch was too wet.
Oh, let me have a look. Yes, I think there is one. The Ajax's muddy pitch was one when they got beat off Ajax.
Yeah, the pitch is too dry.
West Brom's dry pitch, you're right.
Wasn't a long grass one? Is that?
That's one.
That's
We've
the
had
other
it
one
too
I know.
windy.
The wind when they struggled to beat Southampton. When Southampton beat them, sorry. Also, there's another weather element.
It's too sunny.
No, think the opposite end of sunny.
Not light enough. Too dark.
The snow.
Snow. Oh.
He blamed the snow on a draw with Leicester because obviously Leicester didn't play on the snow. Well, only Liverpool did for that game. So Leicester had an advantage because they got to play their game off the snow.
Hasn't he blamed they had too long in between games once?
Yes, he has.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Too much of a break.
He's good. He's consistent.
He is.
Klopp excuses.
Too many subs.
Too many subs.
Blame that. Subs as one. BT Sport, he's blamed them.
Oh, yeah, what did they do?
The fixture pile up in injuries.
Oh, right, bringing the game forward or whatever.
United getting penalties, he's blamed that, when he wasn't even playing us.
We haven't even had penalties since then.
Yeah. You've mentioned the City break one, he's mentioned that. What else is there? There's another one.
Too short a break as well.
Yeah. Broadcasters stopped added time. He said that the broadcasters stopped the amount of added time there should have been. So that's another one. Referees, he's blamed them for interrupting the momentum. I keep blowing for fouls, which is just
Imagine
ludicrous.
applying the rules.
Yeah, so that's also. I'm hoping
He might have a load of them in a hat, and then just today's one.
Today,
We'll go
I'd
with
have
that.
so
We're
much
gonna
respect
blame
if he did that.
the floodlights.
If you ever came out afterwards, that's actually what he did, I'd go, actually, do you know what?
I respect
Fuck everything
that.
I've said previously. That's mint.
Yeah, I love that. Because he's, I don't know if you saw his press conference today, he's getting a bit odd.
Is there? I've not seen it.
He was biting his knuckle, which I found odd.
Far be it from me to accuse anyone of a pound of Colombian.
Yeah.
But that was an odd interview.
He was like
I've
that,
not
biting
seen
his
it.
knuckle as he was talking.
Was there?
And he was just on
rambling.
a tangent.
He was
rambling. Yeah. And
What
a little
about their
I
form?
couldn't tell you what it was about because he was rambling. One thing he did say is this United team's not built for 20 years, Jim.
bit. Yeah.
Right.
Because who's building teams for 20 years?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. You know, when you go out as a manager of a football club, you
You'd have
buy
to have a lot of
5-year-olds.
10-year-olds, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
you buy 10-year-olds, don't
For
you?
20 years.
You know, we're going to buy him, and in 2043, he's going to be mint.
I mean, but then you're only thinking, like, that's only 20 years.
Yeah.
You need to be talking 4s and 5s, really, if you want a real legacy.
Yeah. True.
The fuck are you on about, man?
He went on this rant about United, how annoying it must have been for us when Liverpool were winning things, you know, for them 3 seasons where they won a bit. And then now how United are doing well and all this. He went on for like a good little rant there for a little while. And then Ten Hag in his press conference was asked about Liverpool. And he said, I'm not talking about Liverpool, it's not my responsibility.
Yeah, I like that, me. I like that.
He's cool, isn't
He is.
I love him.
Do you know what I mean? His eyes cool, innit? Now, there's a manager who you can believe in. One's on his way out, he's lost the plot.
What do you
The other
reckon's
one-
made him flip this year, though? I know, because he's definitely flipped. He's definitely fucking volleyed a chair or a table or something like that. What
I
do you
think
reckon?
going from where they were last season to almost winning everything to where they are now, he's just not been able to work out what the fuck's gone on.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
I meant Ten Hag.
Oh,
Klopp
right.
I reckon
flips every
there must
week.
have been, Klopp's
I mean,
got padded furniture now.
I reckon
I thought you meant Klopp.
Brentford must have sent him a little bit over the edge.
Well, that was the one where look, think about this, isn't getting enough credit, man. Brentford ran 13 points from McKay more than us, so he goes, okay, days off, that's not happening anymore. We are all going to go and do 13.8k, and then he laces up next to him and runs with him. I can imagine there's some players who have gone, well, fucking go on, lads.
Yeah. Because you can't argue with that.
Nope.
No.
When you've got a 52-year-old manager going, I'm running as well because I'm taking responsibility for that utter shambles, where are you going to go with that? What are you going to moan about?
No, you can't.
Do you know what I mean?
I remember years ago when we were kids, we used to do boxing before I stopped, and we had an old fella who used to obviously teach us boxing and stuff like that. And there was about, say, 10 of us. We were only fucking, I don't know, between 8 and 12 years old. And he used to always say, I won't make you do stuff that I won't do, sort of thing. And we used to look at him like, when you're young, anyone, and this bloke was like 60 odd. And I don't know if you know much in Manchester, there's a street called Jutland Street. So we used to live in Ancoats.
Steepest street in Manchester.
Yeah. Our Stony Brew, we used to call it as kids. And he used to take us out from the club, which was just further down the road, down the canal in Ancoats. And we'd run that, and he'd get us running up and down it like 5 times. And he used to do it with us all the time, just to sort of prove a point that, you know, I'm not going to ask you to do anything that I physically don't think you can do. Because he was doing it. And we were only 10 years old. So if you're a professional footballer and your manager's doing something like that, you got to look at him and think, fucking hell, man, like, he's proper fucking in it for the long haul. So you've got to, if you don't pull your socks up, you're fucked, aren't you?
Yeah, I think he's got every decision spot on.
Yeah, no, he has.
And I also think like those 2 defeats, the Brighton one and the Brentford one, you can't, it's almost like you needed that a bit.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
it
you had
made
to give
him.
players a
Yeah, it
chance.
made
You had
him,
to
didn't
see
it?
what they were about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he wasn't just going to come in and go, right, Martinez and Malacia and everyone else have just brought in, he's starting and I'm going to change everything. I think he had to have a look at the likes of Maguire and players like that and go, right, you're not for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And that, you know, but...
He has as well, hasn't he?
And also, it answers that question when you give him a chance, doesn't it? Because if he hadn't have played Maguire and we'd have lost, people go, why are you not playing? But you play him, he's not up to it, then you bring him Martinez every week.
And you win.
And he's proving that
Yeah.
he's been a good sign.
Do you know what I mean? And I think far too... I know you did it, you covered it on XG, but far too many pundits who hate United anyway, because they're just bitter. Went far too early on criticising him, questioning him. It's just nonsense.
Well, Martinez and Ten Hag.
Yeah, and even
Danny
Casemiro.
Murphy said he should have got in fucking Gareth Southgate over Ten Hag.
Can you imagine where we'd be if Gareth Southgate was manager now? I genuinely think we'd be about 9th. Honestly.
Rashford won't be playing.
No, he mustn't. Yeah.
I'd have tried to drink on the street in Qatar.
I'm a big fan of you tweeting about Gareth Southgate every time Rashford scores. I always love that.
There's been a lot of tweets like that.
I know, and it's right, because it was nonsense. SK says, this time it will be Erik Ten Hag's beautiful bald head was too shiny. He was blinding all our players. That'll be Jurgen Klopp's.
Let's have a think. What is the excuse?
What's the next excuse? When United win on Sunday?
I hope so.
I know, man.
Klopp's
really
excuse. Klopp's excuse.
I think he might just pivot to
I think
money. I think he'll blame money.
Yeah.
I do.
He might do a Fergie and blame the kit that he couldn't see.
Yeah.
The players
this
couldn't
red
see
kit
each
we're
other.
wearing,
Bright
yeah.
red.
We're not used to it.
He's blending in with the
We've only been
fans.
wearing it for 130
Yeah.
years. We couldn't see what was going on.
That was a belter, that wasn't it?
Or he might do that whole thing that managers when they want to keep fans on board. The fans were almost too loud. It created too much pressure for us. Bore off.
When did Pep Linda's book come out?
Pass. I'll have to Google it because I haven't got a jar of glue.
Someone sent it me and said, I think you'll like this. And I've seen a few comments about it.
It came out in August last year.
So it's been out a minute.
Yeah.
Apparently it's all Liverpool tactics.
What, in his book? Really?
And I assumed he'd left, but he's not.
So he's just put all the tactics down in a book whilst he's still there. And gone, here's the blueprint for beating us.
Yeah.
And everyone in the Premier League's gone, thank you, we'll just buy that.
Everyone's walked in and gone, so we're playing Liverpool next week.
And here's what you need to do. And they've done it because Liverpool struggled all season.
To be fair, they've turned it around a little bit, so I don't want to laugh at them too much.
No, they've had 4 clean sheets on the spin, which is slightly worrying.
I would maybe reserve my judgment on that.
No, I worry about Sunday me big time. Not because I think they're any better than us, and I don't think we're not even there yet. We're still in development, but we've been on a decent run, haven't we? And then we're going to go to Anfield and that, and they've not been great. So you just know. Not that you know, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I honestly, I hope we win, obviously, but I just got that
fairly
feeling.
solid 11 out though. I don't think there's anyone major missing.
Yeah.
No, we're looking good in terms of injuries, and I know we're missing Eriksen.
Just Eriksen still, isn't there?
Sabitza's come in though, and also Fred started scoring goals left, right, and centre. Which
see that he scored more than Chelsea.
Yeah, same as Chelsea since November. That's bizarre, isn't it?
Saw that the other day.
I saw a stat that I loved as well. It's that Real Madrid have scored as many goals this year in England as Chelsea, and they played 1 game.
I've seen that one as well.
Oh my God! Why is he still in a job?
Because Tom Burley don't want to admit that he got it drastically wrong.
Listen, Tommy Tits, sling your fucking up. Yeah. Have I got the man for this job?
Yeah, we don't want you. We're going to
buy him
winning
thousands.
Mentality.
I've heard a little bird say that someone might be making a triumphant return to Stamford Bridge.
Well, your man Rory Jennings, I think, who's been on this channel, and he's Macca's mate. I think he did a video on it.
Yeah.
Did it saying that he thinks Jose should or could come back? I think.
Really,
Jose, have you seen the latest Jose Mourinho story? By the way,
Chelsea squad full of 22-year-olds. You think Jose Mourinho, don't you? Well, this is the man to get the best out of this squad.
It'd be mad if he did, though, wouldn't it? It'd be a proper mad one.
There was a story I need to write. Lazio, here's one for you with Jose Mourinho. Lazio are unhappy with Jose Mourinho's behaviour during Roma's under-14s game against Lazio's under-14s. Mourinho is said to have booed a Lazio under-14s player and to have told Roma youngsters to feign injury to win the game.
Right, here's my response to that. Shut up, you dick. That's mint.
That's quality. When I see things like that, I miss him.
Just him on the side, like, boo.
Yeah, I'm sure I read the other day he's been sent off more than any player this season in the Italian league.
Good.
Is that right?
I think there is a stat.
I'm sure I read something that he's had the most sendings off.
Yeah, but apparently he's mulling legal action after his latest red card. Yeah, he's.
Boo! Fucking booing kids. Come on, that's men.
Yeah, time waste. What you doing? Hey, Yeah, he's just classing it. He's good. He's funny, Jose. And there was a time when I actually loved him at United, but then by the third season, he'd lost the plot on it. When he was just slagging off everyone, including his own players and youngsters. You've got to go.
Yeah, he wanted out, didn't
he? His best mate that was like doing half the job for him was like, I'm fucking off, mate.
Yeah,
Where's he now? Rui Faria?
Rui Faria, because he was integral, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He has the other lad now. Has he had the lad who he had with Tottenham? At Tottenham with him in Rome.
Who was that? I don't know that one.
I can't remember his name.
Rui Faria went to Al Duhali in Qatar, but he's not there now. So I don't know what he's doing.
I love that video of him where he's the Tottenham manager and they realise he's got the second yellow.
Yeah,
and like he just sits down and then he comes home and he says,
he's on a yeller. He's on a yeller and he's not booked him.
Then he runs out. It's fucking so funny, that.
That is mint, that little run that he does.
You just see that split second when he goes, yeah, it's fucking like he realises, then he just shoots straight for the fucking ref, doesn't it? After he sat down on his chair. Yeah, if you've not seen it, have a look.
The all or nothings with him were good, but they annoyed me, the all or nothings, because they've clearly had the club sign off on them.
Yeah.
Which I guess you're not really getting.
You've got to, haven't you, though? Because you can't have it like if he's throwing cups of tea and saying outrageous things and maybe saying cancelable things. Yeah, you're going to go, okay, we're going to stick all that in a video. Because he's already, like, when he was at Chelsea, he fell out with the doctor, didn't he, the women doctor. And had a lot of controversy there, some of the things he supposedly said to her. So you can imagine what he did actually say behind closed doors. And if they were putting that out, I don't think he'd be working ever again.
I'd love to see a proper one, though. You know, a proper...
Like the Warnock ones back in the day.
Have you ever seen the John Sitton one?
John Sitton one.
Love that. Honestly. That. You can bring, when he starts,
you can bring your fucking dinner. Yeah, I love it.
We'll have a right old tear up in here. And we'll sort it out. Do you know what I love about that rant as well, right?
He calls
the...
Leighton Orient, isn't it?
Club for a Fiver is the documentary. He calls the board... clowns. A circus.
Oh, a circus, yeah.
He calls the fans cockroaches. So I'm going to take abuse of a load of cockroaches behind me.
I'll do it my way.
He sacks someone at half time, sacks him, he goes, you've got 2 weeks' notice, because that performance is straw that broke the camel's back, yeah?
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
So he sacks someone, I've never even seen that before, I didn't know that was a thing. Literally sacks, and then offers 2 of them out. Like, let's have a sort out here.
Yeah.
Mate, it is beautiful.
He got one a little cunt and one a big cunt.
He's a taxi driver. He follows me on Twitter.
No, he does. Why has he not been on here?
Right, because I tweet him quite a lot. I used to tweet that video.
It's
and then he started
brilliant.
following me because he must have seen me always tweeting it. So I follow him, like, and we follow
He's got a book. I've got his book at home.
Yeah. I'd love to get him on because he just drives taxis around London. Because no one was giving him a job after that, Stephen.
Fucking, it's class.
That's my next question.
You know who his number 2 was? Chris Turner.
Great knowledge of the former United keeper.
Yeah. Used to be in that for United.
Yeah, because he's normal, isn't he, that doc?
Yeah.
He's like, come on, lads.
Yeah.
He is. Like, lads, he
starts off with they just come in at half time, they're getting dicked by someone.
Yeah.
And then he goes, he's fucking, there's no art or something. And then he goes, tell him, John. And then he just comes in, he's fucking right. And then that's it. He just starts turning into the team.
1 or 2 good performances, and you think, oh, hello, I'm Bertie fucking Big Bollocks. I'll play how I like. Well, you won't, or you'll be down the road like Terry. You've got 2 weeks' notice.
He sacks him on the spot.
Just sacks the winger.
That's the guy that throws his fucking shit down and off.
It's fucking brilliant. It makes that one where that bloke's slapping them lads, and that just makes that look like it's fucking kids football.
What I love about it as well, it just builds up. It starts off where he's like, have you not listened to what I've said to you?
Yeah.
He's really calm.
He's calm. Have you not listened to how profound the words are?
And
then as he starts getting angrier and angrier, he's sacking players, he's threatening them. You bring your fucking dinner with you, whatever that means, and we'll have a tear up. Yeah. We'll have a right old sort out.
Because after I'm finished with your fucking knees. Bring your fucking dinner.
I'm going to kick your head in that much, you're going to eat your dinner.
You can pair up if you like. It's fucking brilliant.
You can pair up.
Yeah.
Mate, it's so good.
If nobody's have a look at it on YouTube, John Sitton.
That is brilliant. Yeah, we'll have to get him on. I'll message him. We'll try and get him on because it is a work of art. That there's it's just so beautiful.
I went through a phase of watching that fucking 3 or 4 times a day.
I was the same. I kept tweeting it. That's why he started following me because I was like, I just kept tweeting it every week. I'd be like, I'm going to tweet this again. I'll never get over this.
Which was the Neil Warnock one, and what club was he at?
I think he was at. It wasn't Sheffield United, was it?
Because he's had a couple of fucking clubs, hasn't he?
Was it Notts County? I feel it was Notts County.
The you got to die for 3 points one?
Yeah, I feel like it might have been.
Every Saturday morning I tweet that, man.
That was
I put that in our players chat every fucking Saturday morning.
You got to die for 3 points.
Got to die for 3 points, lads.
And they're reading it going, I don't want to go that far. I want to win in that, but, you know, it's 3 points at the end of the day.
We've got a couple of super chats. Aminad Vermeer says, Lisandro Martinez was too short. We couldn't see him coming to tackle us. He put his head where our foots are and won fouls. That'll be Jurgen Klopp's next excuse. Joe Caserio has been a member of the Academy for 26 months. Says, imagine if United managed to win 4 trophies a year after the greatest team ever failed to. It just has to happen. Yeah, I mean, come on. Jamie Gillespie just says, I do miss Jose. I'd like to see him back. Maybe as a, you know...
As someone else's manager.
Yeah, not as our manager.
No, he's a great character to have in the league.
Yeah.
Just not at your gaff.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Imagine though if he did. Like the managers in this league at the minute, like the other leagues must be looking, going fucking hell, like they're nailing it.
I don't think this is the strongest it's ever been either. I think when we appointed Jose, there was Guardiola, there was Conte, there was Pochettino, and the reigning champion was fucking Claudio Ranieri. Wenger was still about. Like, there was so many good managers in the league at that time.
Clayton M has got a tap in for you here, Jim. Can Slow Readers link himself to Rotterdam? He's been a member of the first team for 31 months.
We're playing there in a month.
There you go.
Yeah, we're playing there in a month. No, April. We've sold it out.
Are you going to wear that shirt in Rotterdam?
Which shirt?
The 91.
Oh, if it was black, I'd wear it, you know what I mean? But I'll say, well, last time we played Holland, I wore an orange T-shirt, so, you know, I did push the boat out, so
I think
I might do.
To pay homage to the greatest achievement in
I have got an old school white top, I've not got that one, so I'd need to source one from somewhere.
So can someone send it in?
What size are you? How size you want?
Small out really, I think.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Phil Traeger says, where do Elbow rank in terms of Manchester bands?
They rank in the bands from Bury.
Yeah, I was going to say the band's bottom way out.
In terms of Bury bands, number 1.
There you go. See, some like people might say technically Greater Manchester and all that, but
it's Bury, though, isn't it?
It's Bury,
if you're from Bury, people will say, they won't say you're from Manchester, they say you're from Bury. Yeah. So I'm sure Elbow will probably say, we're not Mancs.
Is it Kieran Trippier who's from Bury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it sounds quite Mancunian though.
We're having this debate because someone said, I remember when I was...
The Nevilles are from Bury, aren't they?
Yeah.
But when his dad involved in the club?
Neville was, yeah. But he couldn't get involved because he owned Salford when they went bump. Gary Neville couldn't buy, or Phil couldn't buy any shares or buy the club or whatever because he owns Salford. He weren't allowed to.
Get Tracy on the books.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they've started again, haven't they? Like, did the Phoenix thing and started again. But that was just shocking, that, because that owner just came into Bury. I knew a few Bury fans, and he didn't have the money. He was just taking a piss. Bled the club dry. And then, you know, a club that had been around for 130 years or whatever, won the FA Cup, you know, proper old school club. Yeah, thanks to that, just went under, and they've started again thanks to the fans. Jim, give us a bit of a plug for your album, let everyone know.
Album's out, but as well, we're touring. So if you fancy coming to see us, check us out at slowreadersclub.co.uk.
You just announced some new ones yesterday.
Yeah, there's a couple of sort of local ones we're doing, but they're like summertime. Then we've got a couple in the pipework, but I can't mention them yet. So we've got chances of a couple of big ones. But yeah, if we're touring right now for the next, I think we play Manchester on the 17th of March, which is our last one. That's sold out, but we have got a few tickets. We've got a ticket update this morning. We've got literally maybe 30, 40 tickets left at venues. You know, I think about 3 or 4 venues. London might be one. Nottingham's just sold out. I can't think now. Birmingham is one. I know we've got 20 or 30 in Birmingham left, and maybe about 15 in London or something like that. But have a look. If you fancy coming to see us, listen to the album. If you like it.
And then it's Europe, isn't it?
And then it's Europe after that, yeah.
How's that selling?
Rotterdam, Amsterdam, both sold out. Paris sold out.
I should fucking think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a couple of the others. I know they're looking good. They're looking good numbers. It's mad though, isn't it? Because being in a band from Manchester, you go over to these places and people will come to see you, you know what I mean, who don't really speak English as a first language as well. It's fucking crazy, but yeah, we're buzzing.
Do you like the foreign tours, or do you like the local ones?
But I love both, but the foreign, most of the time you spend in the van, you know what I mean, it's not glamorous.
That's what I was getting at, really, because
I prefer foreign motorways and foreign service stations. That's my answer. Yeah. You get better butties than that, you get better food.
Yeah, service station food shit.
Yeah. And just if you ever do get a day off to be in a city that like a foreign one, you just feel like you're on your holiday a bit instead of working, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll tour anyway. We like it anyway.
Love that. There's a
Did
link.
you read out the tour?
Yeah, go on. Sorry, I was just looking.
That's the UK one.
That's the UK one, because I know you're over in Belgium as well. You're doing Antwerp.
Antwerp, yeah.
In Leeds tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where's the tour? Where's the foreign tour?
Sorry, I don't know what.
If you go to the end of it, I'm just trying. Yeah.
Have you got the? Yeah, chuck it in. I'll get onto it.
I'll go as well.
Between the three of us, we'll find out the full.
Pretty much right across Europe. How did you deal with visas? You have to dick about with visas?
It's just so the biggest headache is having a carnet. It's called just a list of all your gear. So in order to travel through Europe now, everything we have has got to be itemised, literally down to the last fucking guitar cable. It's daft, but
I had that in Qatar.
and if you want to sell T-shirts, because back in the day before Brexit, we could take a load of T-shirts, hoodies, CDs, vinyl, whatever, take them out there, sell them, get the money, come back, and then when you're home, you sort your taxes out with a taxman.
Yeah,
whereas
that's exactly what you do.
Yeah, whereas now to take them out there would cost too much. We're actually getting T-shirts and hoodies made in Europe and picking them up while we're there.
What a shit idea
it's
Brexit
fucking,
was.
Honestly, mate.
It's just every day there's another reminder of how fucking stupid it was.
Have we actually
so
found
bad.
a benefit yet for it?
Yeah, the signs in the Dartford Tunnel are now in yards rather than metres apart from each other. So I don't know about you, but that makes my life immeasurably better. Yeah? That tunnel that I've never even fucking been to.
Anyway, Berlin, Hamburg, Antwerp, Paris, Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Belfast, Dublin, Porto.
That's a fucking tour.
Have you linked up with any games?
Great cities there.
Not even looked whether there's any games.
You've not even looked?
No. I know I should.
I'm disappointed because honestly that should have been the first thing that got
Yeah. I'd love to go and watch Union Berlin or something like that.
flying.
Yeah.
The second now, aren't they?
The second Bayern Munich dicked him last week, didn't they?
What are you saying? Bayern Munich at top of the Bundesliga?
Yeah, but
Funnily
they weren't
enough.
until last week.
Really?
Yeah,
Fucking
Union
hell.
Berlin have been
FC St. Pauli as well. We played a gig near their ground in Hamburg. Fucking just one of them dark streets full of graffiti and that about the football.
That's just Hamburg, though, isn't
just
it?
top.
Hamburg's
just top.
That's meant that.
a bit of a gaff.
I'd
like
love
that.
to go there to watch them.
Yeah.
Their shops are cool, actually. They've got their shops in the centre of Hamburg.
Yeah.
And their shops are got a vibe about them.
Yeah, proper shops.
Yeah,
Not mega stores.
No, they're not well lit. They've got stickers all over them. They've got a vibe about them. Yeah, St. Pauli's got a mad reputation and a mad following as well for it.
Yeah.
I've just put a link in the chat for the tour. Go and check that out, man.
Top one, thank you.
No, there's some venues there. Might be a nice little away day, that. Thinking about that one myself. I'm thinking Mrs. obsessed with Belgium. Thinking Antwerp, maybe there's still tickets left.
If you go, you just let me know. I'll sort it out.
I will do. Thank you. What are you up to this weekend?
Playing a team that's beat us 4-0 twice this season, and they're not doing it again tomorrow.
Okay, no.
Is that a small league or a cup game then? What?
We had them in the cup.
Right.
We had them in the cup. So we had them in the cup, and we had them in the league away, and this is a
home game.
Yeah, so they're having it tomorrow.
Get that Neil Warnock text sent out first thing.
Might do it now.
Yeah.
Well, the John Sitton one.
Send the John Sitton video to him, both of them.
Send it to
I've
him.
never. I don't know why. There's this
How have you?
vibe that I'm like that as a manager, but I'm not.
No, you're a bit.
I talk to him,
Yeah, a bit
Are
calm.
you arm round the shoulder tackle or?
No, but I talk to him.
You a good man manager?
Probably not. But
You quite. I always think though, even when you bollocking someone, if it is a bollocking, you're quite complimentary in a way. Like you'll say things like, you're the better team, you're better than this sort of thing. I've seen that a couple of times, which is sort of like it's a compliment, isn't it? It's not like you're saying you're shit at football.
I did last time we lost to these though. So that was fucking wank.
Right,
that was
fair enough.
absolutely.
But I've seen a few where I've been
I think I might have went full Didier Drogba on it and said it's a fucking disgrace.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because it was a fucking disgrace.
yeah, that's
Did
in
you
the
offer
camera,
anyone
isn't
out? Did you tell them to bring the dinner or sack anyone?
No.
Listen, what you need to do tomorrow at half time, give someone 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah, you've got 2 weeks' notice.
See if it has an impact on the rest of the team.
Like, just have a
We've
word
never
with
had a
someone.
decent team against these. We've had last time we played them, I had 18 players missing.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Sorry, go on.
And the one before that was very similar. I had centre half playing centre mid, and just nothing had gone right. But I haven't got a
Strong
great bench
squad
tomorrow. It's still a bit of standings from other squads, but the 11's bang on tomorrow. So
Honestly, fair play to you, man. The amount of shit you do, honestly, fucking hell.
This should be a good game tomorrow, I think.
I hope you win.
Fingers crossed.
We're getting promoted. That's it.
Go and check him out, Stretford Paddock FC. Go and check out Stephen House's channel as well. Check out the XG Files, very, very funny. You know where to find Jim. Slowly.
Go blow this album up.
Check out the album. Check out the tour as well.
Thank you.
Big thanks to Beer 52. There's a link in the description. Make sure you check them out. Tomorrow we're going to have an overlap video. It's going to be McCullough, Joe Smith, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Laurie Whitwell, Carl Anker chatting about the ownership. So go and make sure you're checking that out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's been Jim from Slow Readers Club. That's been Stephen Howson. I'm Jay Motti. This has been The Brew. Thanks for watching.